Hello everyone, Raptor here. As you can see, I'm back in FTB ready for another episode, and I've been doing a lot of work, guys. A lot of work has been done around the base. First thing you can probably tell here, my little fence is gone. My redwood planks are gone. I have some nice chiseled quartz blocks now, with some quartz walls as well. I like the way it breaks up with the stone wall. I did mention before. On the water, I was hoping to land over here. I did mention before I wanted to maybe go back to putting maybe some stone bricks in here instead of using the cobble which I was using before. So I replaced that with actually is a different kind of stone brick. It's the edge stone bricks from ExtraUtilities. It adds a nice little edge where it's almost like a connected texture. Actually, it is a connected texture, and pretty much where it changes blocks, it adds like a nice little edge to it and looks really nice. The only problem I see at the moment is that it doesn't seem to be supported by my texture pack, but maybe that will be updated later and it will look even nicer, and maybe I'll change the way my base looks, the whole thing. Now, next thing you probably notice is things have changed here quite a bit. I made everything a lot more fluid, I guess, more seamless, I guess, the best choice of word I guess I can come up with. Pretty much before it was like a big circle thing on top and just floating above it, and before it was just, you know, like a little cube in the bottom. So now it just kind of everything flows together nicely. I did mention I wanted to come up with a way, and I'm pretty happy with the way this came out. I don't know, I'm sometimes it looks weird, especially this bottom area, that where it just becomes straight into a wall. I was thinking maybe kind of making it a bit circular at the bottom, but it just kind of came out that way, and I was kind of okay with it. But then it just seems weird at times. I don't know. I'll see what I think about it later. But for now, this will be more than good. So definitely an improvement from what it was before. Now I've been I started a little new project. Actually, it's quite a bit. It'll probably spawn a few episodes. If you guys notice in my HUD over here, I have a bunch of waypoints over there, about 400 meters away. There's about 4 or 5 spawners in my waypoints. Now, the reason for that is because I found pretty much I would fly over there, but I don't want my lag, like the lag just kill my video. But it was pretty much a ravine that connected into a mine shaft. Now this mine shaft was connected to a mine shaft, which was connected to a mine shaft. I don't know how many there were together, but it was almost like an underground city of connected mine shafts. And pretty much what it came down to is I found a bunch of these essence berry bushes and a bunch of other bushes. Mainly I was looking for copper and iron, mainly because those are nice, since you can craft these directly into ingots without having to process them in any other way. So I came up with so many of these bushes. Actually, these 4 are what I have left over at the moment. I have quite a few more than these, and what I've done is, if you guys remember way back when I actually tried to automate it the first time around, the whole XP thing with the berry bushes, I think it was probably a couple of weeks ago. I wasn't very successful with it, mainly because I didn't like there's kind of like a visual bug that it showed the berries going to your character, which I wasn't very happy about. But I had so many of these essence berry bushes that I definitely had to do something with them. So as you can see, I have quite a few of them. I have I have 15 in total. Right now I only have 11 set. I'm waiting for these to grow so I can set these berry bushes above them, and that's the reason why I actually started already with most of this construction and setup here, is because it takes a bit of time for them to grow. These are my iron ones. I only have 9 of these. I did have a bunch of these copper ones, so I'm going to be getting a lot of copper from these hopefully very soon. Now the way I have set up the autonomous activators is pretty similar to, I believe, what Direwolf did. It says nothing, you know, extraordinary from my part. It's just kind of what works. Just cobblestone in the first slot, and then making it only use the first slot. That way, it has this extra inventory where you can collect. Actually, let me go behind it. I'm pretty sure one of these probably has some berries. As you can see here, it has some berries already collected in here. So it has kind of like a buffer area here. Now what I'm going to be planning on doing today in this episode actually is going to be probably connecting all these up to another autonomous activator that will probably use the XP, and then with a vacuum hopper, very similar to what Direwolf has. Again, it's not very original, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, but it's a system that works very well. And over here, I kind of carved out where my XP tank is. Now, what I'm thinking is I'm probably changing this tank with an actual iron tank, like a proper tank. Even though this works, fine. It seems to lag me a bit. I'm not sure if it's a bug or I don't know what's going on. But either way, it's something that I need to plan out and process all this bushes stuff. And obviously these are going to be with packers and stuff like that to make ingots, and yeah, a lot of things here to do. Now, if you guys are wondering why I'm doing this now and not before, when I originally wanted to automate the berry bushes, for one, before I only had 2 berry bushes. Now I have a hell of a lot more, so it'll be a lot more. It would make a lot more sense to do it now since I have so many more bushes. And secondly, I want to go into the Twilight and find some bosses and fight the bosses. Now, a few versions ago, I know for a fact that you couldn't go with any technical or it's not technical, like technological. There you go. Any technological stuff like the quantum armor, the nano saber, and all that stuff. Now, I'm not sure if that's still a thing that they're not allowed per se. Like they don't work in the Twilight. I don't know if that's still something going on. But what I want to get is myself some regular good old armor to go along so I can fight some mobs and some bosses and make things a bit more interesting and go more into the adventure side of things. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of bosses I can fight with Ars Magica, and I'll definitely be getting into that as well. And for all these enchantment stuff, because Ars Magica also has a particular like armor set for Ars Magica that works very well with it, I need enchantments, and for that I need XP. And what better way than to automate this bunch of essence berry bushes I have. So as you can see, it still does the little bug that it looks like it's going to a character, but it actually isn't. So I'm not sure what's up with that. I'll live with it. Now, actually down there, it is completely dark. I believe it still is. I don't know about over here. Maybe some lights coming in through that hole. So let me just... I need to put a bind on my helmet. Somebody actually mentioned it in the comments that I should probably do that, but I keep on forgetting to do that. But yeah, it's completely dark. Maybe some lights coming through there. Nope. Yeah, it's a bit through there, but over here I'm pretty sure nothing's reaching. Now, if you guys are wondering what's over here, I actually have access to my Thaumcraft room from here. Eventually, I'm going to have my lamp of growth and stuff like that in here, so these things will grow quicker and make everything even more efficient. But that will be later down the line. Now, I probably won't be doing any fancy transportation of Essentia. I'll probably just have a tube go into this room and then fill a jar that way. But that's, like I said, later down the line. I did add another access terminal here. It just made sense, so I wouldn't have to be running all over the place. I should definitely be getting myself an what is it, the wireless access terminal? Yeah, I should probably look into doing that eventually. But for now, I want to automate downstairs at least a collection of stuff. Maybe with the packers, and then I'll think about maybe setting up a system for the berry bushes. I mean the essence berry bushes, whatever they're called. Yeah, berry bush. Okay. So let's see. I need some item ducts, which I have plenty of. Now I know there's another type of item duct. Let's see. I think it's the energized item duct or something like that. Impulse. Okay, there you go. I'm pretty sure you need. Is it this one? Oh, opaque. Okay, so it is this one. What do I need for this? I need... Okay, a regular item duct, which I do have. Oh, okay, and some energized glowstone and the fluid transposer. I'm gonna need quite a bit of it. How much do I have, I wonder? Okay, I have a decent amount. But I'm probably going to be needing more of these item ducts. So let me just make a few extra ones. Like a whole stack extra. And how many did it say you need? It needs 200 MB. So how much is one glowstone? One glowstone is... went in here already? Okay. 250. Okay, so that's not bad. Alright, so what I'm going to do is dump a stack of that in there, dump a stack of this in here, and let that process for now. I'm also going to be needing a bunch of pneumatic servos. Alright, so I have a bunch of these already on here. I'm probably going to be needing a few more than these, actually. So let me just make a few extra ones. There you go. A little bit over a stack. Cool. What else? What else? I'm gonna need packers. I forgot how they're made. Packers. Okay. That seems pretty simple. The piston. I don't have any more pistons, really. Oh, where's my wood? There you go. Nope, not a meat packer. Alright, let's get a few of these pistons made. Did I make one? I don't know. Okay, so I have... oh, I'm actually going to need two of these, so that's good. Now, let's see. I need two of these because I want to use one for the iron and one for the copper. And I obviously don't need it because you can set it up so only when you have 9 of each then it sends it to the packer. But I could, you know, they're pretty cheap to make, so I don't see why you want to complicate yourselves with that. So let me just... nope, that's not what I wanted to do. There you go. So it's a bit of a slow process, especially the way I have them laid out. Obviously you can put them down flat on the floor, but it wouldn't be very space efficient, especially with the plan I have ahead of setting it up to have what is it, the lamp of growth over here on the floor. Because once you have the lamp of growth here, obviously this is an even side wall. This one's uneven, I think. Yeah. So I can have this one right here in the middle, a little bit towards the berry bushes because it's a little bit more important than the iron. But then that way, pretty much everything gets affected by it. I don't know how much wide level it affects, but should be more than enough. So these are growing actually kind of fast. I'm just glad they are. That way I have a full row here. This is a bit of a pain to set these up actually. Now the reason I have them deactivated and I wait to put the block down, not the block, the bush down, is because if, well, I'll demonstrate it here. That's exactly what happened. They right click on the air and they place the block. So that's why I have them deactivated, and I'll wait until I can place the bush there, and in that way they don't place the block. So yeah, those are going fine. And let me just double check weird Minecraft noises. How this is coming along. 64, cool. Alright, let's just put a few more in here. I should probably use a few of these for to replace these item ducts. These are the opaque ones, the slow ones. Oh well. Let's see. Now obviously everything's carved out outside. I'm kinda more interested. Well, I don't have the tank yet. I'll probably just do the ores this episode, then I'll do the tank between episodes because I don't want to waste time hollowing out that area over there to make the tank, and then I'll do the whole, what is it, essence berry stuff. Alright, so what I'm gonna need is actually kind of time consuming now that I think about it. I don't know if I want to do this whole thing in an episode. Because what I need to do is switch all these to output, then I need to set it so that it blacklists cobble, and yeah, I need to do this for all of them. So what if I just cut the episode here, and I'll be right back when I have them all set up. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Be right back. Alrighty guys, that took a little bit longer than I expected, so I'm glad I cut that, otherwise that would have been like half an hour episode, just me messing around with servos and item ducts everywhere. So I actually went ahead and anticipated what I will be doing later, and that's with some ME cable exporting out of the packers. But first I want to kind of go over what I did here. As you can see, pretty much a bunch of impulse item ducts like I was setting up originally, and the way I have to set this up is blacklisting cobble and ignoring or low redstone signal. That way they're always pumping out. So what they're going to try to do is just pretty much withdraw anything other than the cobble that's in there. That way it always stays in the slot number 1, and pretty much whatever is left in the buffer, I guess is the best way to put it. So pretty much right now they're not pulling because there's nowhere they can send it. Right now I have this side disabled. As soon as I switch that on, this thing should start packing. I did try it with the first 3 set that I had here, and it made already 1 copper ingot. I had already 6 left in there, so I'm expecting this to work rather quickly. Now this is the reason why I wanted 2 packers, because they'll just start dumping the ore berries into here, and if there was any iron that needed to be, packed up, I guess the best way to say it, it wouldn't be able to go in here because the slot is already occupied by copper. So best solution is just make another packager. They're pretty cheap to make, so didn't have any issues with that. So let's see what this guy can do. So I'm just going to dump the 34 ore berries I have in here. And as you can see, it's not very fast, but it's fast enough. I don't expect to be getting that many ore berries, at least not for now. Maybe once I have the lamp of growth, and I'll see what I can do. Maybe this guy won't be able to keep up, and I'll just have to set up another one. That shouldn't be an issue. So it's easily expandable. I can just set a whole bunch of packagers here, and this should be able to handle the flow of ore berries just fine. So let's just see how many it actually creates. So you can see a bunch of them just went through, and this guy is just packaging and packaging, and that's already 12 ingots right there. So that's not too bad, especially since a lot of them on the top row still are not completely grown. I still have 1 more of these to put down and 1 more of these essence berries to put down. So that's this amount. That's 12 ingots, and I actually already kind of set up the same thing here for the iron one. So let's just put this guy down, and they should flow right away as the copper ones did. Obviously they only have 9 of these, so I'm not expecting too many of these. So let's see as soon as they get here. I wonder if they can even be put input in the bottom. But to find out, it's taking a bit longer than I expected. Let's go see here if everything's alright. Huh. Not sure what's going on here with the copper. I'm actually kind of assuming at this point that it's the fact that it doesn't like from the bottom, maybe from the back would be best. So let's just remove this guy and make it so that it comes in from the back, or the side, I guess. It's the best way. Maybe. Oh, there you go. Okay, so take a look. It took it a bit of time. All right, so 5 ores. Actually, let me just see how many I get. 8 iron. That's not bad. I mean, it's not great particularly, but it's free. I mean, it's not even using any power to produce it at all. It's just darkness and bushes. So it's all free resources, really. I mean, it's not like a quarry that I have to actually send power and use tesseracts and stuff like that. I mean, this is all pretty cheap stuff. Autonomous activators, they're pretty cheap to make. Obviously the impulse item ducts are not necessary. You can just use regular item ducts and that will work just fine. But as you can see, things are popping, they're getting sent over here, and then they get packaged. Now let's just set ourselves some import buses. Not sure if it's particular about where the import bus should be. So far it hasn't grabbed anything, so maybe it does want to be in the side, And if that's the case, then I'll have to remove these and maybe replan the way everything's laid out here. Because in that way I can set the import in that side. Wow, whoa, major lag there. This gravel is so annoying. Let me just try to do this and dump it over there. I actually just updated today to a new version, a new Minecraft version. I'm getting horrible lag. So I'm not sure if there's any particular changes that made things even worse than they were already for me, and that's just a bit of an annoyance. Alright, so that should be working. Alright. And if I set the import button this side, I'm about to try this out. Some ME cable. Actually, ME cable, I can send it in this way. There you go. Still not importing. Maybe the bottom? At this point I'm just guessing, really. Well, the bottom side's open, so let me just try to do this. Precision import and okay, so the bottom is output. And then sides is input. I'm guessing maybe top as well would be input. Well, this one's on 1. Okay, there you go. Stacks at a time, stacks at a time. Alright, so that should be fine. So as long... Weird Minecraft noise again. As long as I keep this kind of semi-organized, it should be able to... upgrade itself. No, not upgrade itself. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say there. But in case I need more packers, it should be easy to lay out, because I have the import buses already in the bottom, and then you would just have to move the impulse for the iron down the line. But I'm not expecting iron to overflow. I mean, probably copper would be the only one. Maybe even essence berry. That'll be a bit. There's a bit of wishful thinking there, but maybe. I don't know. Just hoping everything works smoothly. So far this is working perfectly, so that's good. So what I'm going to do is end it here. It's a pretty good wrapping up point, and what I'm expecting is next time around to actually set it up, I'll probably get the actual iron tank done between episodes. That way I don't waste too much time. Actually, I should take time here and set this guy up. It's the last. It's the last essence berry bush guy. Alright, so that's completed, and pretty much just needs to grow, the last few of them. But I don't have any more bushes, those, and I have some copper one. Actually, just one copper one left. And iron is complete as well. So that's pretty good. It took a bit of time, actually, because that was the first thing I did in this room as soon as I opened it up. This is actually the same area where I was before, where I was growing my bushes before. Obviously, it's a lot bigger. I'll probably end up closing this because I don't really need it. But yeah, now I'm rambling. So yeah, until next time, bye.